So for 30 days, I let Dave Ramsey run my life. I thought I'd save a little money and maybe chip away at some debt. What I got instead was a full-blown psychological cage match with my own spending habits. It turns out the biggest changes weren't in my wallet, but right up here in my head. For years, I've had a constant, low-level financial panic. My money had one magic trick: disappearing. So, I turned to the financial drill sergeant himself, Dave Ramsey. The rules for 30 days were simple, and by simple, I mean horrifying. 1. Every dollar gets a job with a zero-based budget. 2. Credit cards are now lava. I could only use my debit card or cash envelopes, which felt very 1995. And 3. The debt snowball. I had to attack my smallest debt with the fury of 1,000 suns. Week 1 was, in a word, a dumpster fire. Making my first budget felt like reading my own cringy middle school diary out loud. How did I spend that much on takeout? But then, something changed. Telling my money where to go started feeling less like a punishment and more like a superpower. The best part, though, was the debt snowball. I had this pesky $500 medical bill that was haunting me. I threw every extra dollar at it. And watching that balance hit zero felt better than any impulse buy ever did. It was a small win, but it felt huge. So, what happened after 30 days? I completely nuked that $500 medical bill. Poof, gone. And I built a $1,000 starter emergency fund, which is baby step 1. Just having that little cushion felt like a weighted blanket for my financial anxiety. But the biggest change was mental. My stress wasn't gone, but the source of it was. Before, I was anxious because I was flying blind. Now, I have clarity. I finally understood what Ramsey means when he says personal finance is 80% behavior. This wasn't a math problem. It was an anti-anxiety program. Now, was I a perfect budget saint? Nope. 3 weeks in, after a day from hell, I cracked. I drove past a pizza place and my car, seemingly on its own, pulled into the parking lot. I broke the sacred rule. I used a credit card. The next morning, the guilt was intense. But instead of spiraling, I just paid it off immediately, adjusted the budget, and moved on. The lesson? This isn't about perfection. It's about having a plan for when you inevitably crave pizza. This whole experience was weirdly transformative. Have you ever tried a crazy budget challenge like this? Let me know in the comments what happened. And if you enjoyed my financial suffering, hit subscribe to see what I do next. So, was it worth it? Absolutely. This 30-day challenge did more than fix my bank account. It quieted the circus in my brain. The biggest lesson is that financial anxiety hates a spotlight. Shine a light on every single dollar, and you take away its power. The goal isn't to be miserable, it's to be in control, so you can spend on what actually matters. And that feeling of peace, that's priceless.